Exercise 19.2. Total compensation of restricted stock units should be calculated as the fair value on the grant date multiplied by the number of shares the company grants. Here we have $2.5 as the fair value. Market price is the fair value of the restricted stock units. And totally they granted 12 million stock units. So 12 million multiplied by $2.5. The company granted $30 million of restricted stock units. And then on the grant date, the company will not record anything. There is no cash distributed and no real stocks distributed. So on the grant date, no journal entry is needed. However, at the end of the first year, the executive has served the company for 1 year. So 1 year of compensation expense should be recorded into income statement. We already recorded 2.5 multiplied by $12 million shares. So $30 million for how many years? Let's see. The executives have to stay with the company for 3 years. Otherwise, he cannot get anything from these stock units. Therefore, this $30 million is the compensation for 3 years. Then each year, we will expense 10 million of it. So we will debit compensation expense for $10 million. On the credit side, we record a paid-in capital account, restricted stock units, paid-in capital restricted stock for $10 million. At the end of the second year, still 1/3 of the total compensation from stock units will be expensed. And then paid-in capital will be recorded. Third year is still the same. At the end of the third year, we expense 1/3 of that $30 million and then record the stock units into paid-in capital account. And after 3 years, the executive has served the company for 3 years, so he is eligible to change those units into real stock. So we will retire the paid-in capital restricted stock account for totally $30 million. On the credit side, real stocks will be granted to the executive. So we will credit common stock account at par value. Each share is $1 par, so 12 million shares, $12 million. And excess of par will be used to balance the entry.